lethal firepower, utility, air superiority. The Storm is the glass cannon style javelin in Anthem, able to overlook the battlefield, lock enemies down with status-inducing elemental powers, and blow them away with massively destructive area of effect abilities. The Storm's built to stay in the sky, and it's at its best when it's looking down on its enemies. Though agility is not the Storm's strength, more agile than only the sluggish Colossus, its alternate use of jump allows it to float for a limited time to course correct. But what literally sets this javelin above the others is its ability to hover much longer than any other, allowing it to maintain height advantage for the majority of an engagement. The downside to this advantageous elevation is an obvious lack of cover and relatively open lines of sight. And with the Storm's low armor, positioning is key to staying effective and alive. But what the Storm lacks in armor, it makes up for with a spherical kinesis shield, a protective bubble that adds survivability. And while hovering, the shield not only absorbs more damage, it recharges at a faster rate. In tandem with its ethereal teleportation dodge, the Storm is equipped to phase through incoming fire while raining down destruction from on high. Let's take a look at a few sample builds. With excellent flight sustain and battlefield control, a single target status and elemental AoE build fuses the best of both worlds for a perfect place to start.
Focus on the big guy.
Like all javelins in Anthem, the Storm's abilities are tied to gear slots on the suit, and the Storm uses two main mystical seals for offensive purpose, a focus seal and a blast seal, and this loadout uses frost shards and lightning strike, respectively. Frost shards are a primer ability, allowing you to quickly shoot enemy-seeking shards of ice that do modest damage, but recharge quickly and apply frost status with each hit. Landing just a few shards on a single target builds enough status to freeze the target, priming it for a combo. Lightning Strike is an area of effect detonator ability, cracking down bolts of impressive lightning damage in the radius and detonating any primed enemies. And remember, you can use the Storm's powerful melee punch from the air or the ground to detonate prime targets. The Storm's specific combo style is chain combo, meaning in this specific case that freezing a target and detonating it will cause the frozen status effect to chain to a small number of enemies. Now for higher levels and harder difficulties where the Storm's inherent vulnerability might be an issue, let's look at another loadout. This one ditches the status affecting primer abilities altogether in favor of pure long-range damage. The workhorse of this loadout is Burning Orb, which allows the Storm to quickly toss damaging fireballs or charge it up for a long-range devastating blast. In conjunction with the Storm's third gear slot, the Support Seal, which I've slotted Wind Wall into, this build's capable of dropping a one-way wall on a surface and sniping targets with powerful fireballs from relative safety. Flame Burst rounds out this fire-centric build to make small, modest damage explosions on a fast recharge, in order to deal with any weak minions and preserve your fireball cooldown. The Storm's ultimate is a marriage of everything it does well: a 3-burst, large-scale AoE lightning, ice, and fire attack that annihilates enemies caught within each blast. Once you pop it, you have to use it, and there's a time limit, so it's best used on a full battlefield or you run the risk of wasting a charge. If you're looking to lord over the battlefield, unleash devastating elemental damage, support your team with well-placed tactical abilities, or just look like a badass space wizard, the Storm is the javelin for you. Thanks for watching. If you like that, be sure to check out our 15 minutes of gameplay featuring the Storm, Colossus, and Interceptor javelins in action. And stay tuned for more Anthem exclusives all month long as part of IGN First.